Christians, the Lord is good.
All the time.
And all the time.
The Lord is good and that He may
Thank you very much. With your permission, allow me to appreciate the clergy again. Can we clap for clergy? The clergy, with the main celebrants of Tulu, we appreciate the message that you have preached to us. We appreciate the harmony that you have fed us with. Thank you. I will not hesitate to recognize the wonderful choir that I am John Abiliga, the Coordinator Maracha vicariate. Before I say many other things, I have always maintained and say the most difficult people to address is the congregation in the church. The congregation in the church comprises of doctors, professors, engineers. The most difficult are politicians also in it. People have to speak to reconcile all the views that they have. And therefore, I know the expectation that you would have wanted me to say, but I want to ask God to give me the wisdom that I can be able to speak to you well. When I was walking down this way, you know, we have just come out of election period. I almost shouted, oh yeah, like the priest has said. But I restrained myself when I saw the robes that are seated directly in front of me and the cross. So I restrained my body, which we have just recently been shouting. And one of them was not into a success. One of our members is the new current member of parliament of Maracha East. Unfortunately, he had just been caught up on some official duty. He was someone he has been called. And I think he is represented by the dear wife, who happens to be my sister-in-law, getting that thing present. Kind of rise up for. Fellow Christians, this journey where we are praying today, I didn't take it alone. I had a number of people who supported this cause for us to be here. And I want to take this particular moment to recognize them. One of them is my vice chairman, Dr. Ramford, who was not able to be with us because of some health challenges. Number two, I have my very hard-working treasurer, Mr. Anguzo Richard, who stood very other things that we needed for this day. So we are grateful to you, Anguzo Richard. We also have on the team of Maracha vicariate, we have our elders. Amidst us here, we have the elder, Honorable Alex Wanzima. He always does not want me to say Honorable. Whenever I say Honorable Wanzima, he warns me. But I will not hesitate to call him Honorable because he earned it. And therefore, he still bears the title of Honorable. Number three, we have our industrious mother, the retired Claire of Doris Amanio. I don't know where she's seated. Please write down. She works in the FAO. The FAO is an organization that sponsors vulnerable children, children's education. So at times, moments like this exposes us to some of these people who are not common. You take advantage of this, not however. The other person we wish to recognize by his absentia is our patron. And our patron is the Honorable Tom Aniti Tanya, who is not. But many times, when we sit together, we discuss a lot about Maracha vicariate. And that is why today we have this mass that is being animated by Maracha vicariate. Many of you do not understand what a vicariate is. It is not my role really to explain what a vicariate is. I think it is the role of the chaplain to explain to you. But permit me this time to say one or two things about the vicariate. Arua Diocese is divided up of 8 vicariates, and Maracha vicariate happens to be one of them. Under Maracha vicariate, we have 11 parishes. 11 parishes. This booklet contains all the information about the vicariates. Those of you who can have the opportunity to buy this book at only 2,006, you will get a lot of information that you would have to pay for dearly in form of school fees. So I urge all of you who have not gotten this book, please just spare 2,006 and buy this booklet, because the information in it is quite vast and quite very good. Allow me also to recognize my colleagues, coordinators of the vicariates, ministers. We have some of the national figures representing these vicariates. They represent a national status, but they give their time and they represent these vicariates. Father, you preached about humbleness, and you also preached about the gentleness. Permit me to take my personal submission and proper assessment. If there are people who qualify in this statement of gentleness and humbleness, they are part of the vicariate leaders. And amidst them, allow me to mention Professor William. Professor William is the coordinator for our vicariate. With all the burden of expertise, giving expertise, in the Mulago Hospital, he spares time. He spares time to participate in church activities, and in particular, as a coordinator of our vicariate. Number 2, we also have the coordinator of our regular vicariate, and that is none other than Engineer Johnson Amaya. Johnson Amayo is the Deputy Director of National Water and Sewerage Corporation, Technical Services. He finds time to represent the vicariate of America. And this defines, to me, this is what it entails from the preaching of the priest. That we need people who are humble. People who are humble and who are gentle. I will not I will not find any other word to describe it. We also have Dr. Mulago. Dr. Mulago. Dr. Mulago is there. The coordinator of Moyo vicariate. We have Admirable Owen, who is a principal senior officer in the Ministry of Local Government. It takes time to serve on the vicariate. We also have a Commissioner Stephen for Ajumani vicariate. So you can see the category of representatives from the vicariates. This only defines how gentle and humble they are to offer services to God. There's also one exceptional case of a person I want to fail to mention, and that's Dr. Elizabeth. Those of you who have never known Dr. Elizabeth Maracha, whenever we have meetings in the church, whenever we have any issues in the church, whenever called for, she has a lot of responsibilities as chair of Harvard University. She chairs very many committees, but she finds time to be with us. She finds time to come and find ways of how we can put together certain things. Thank you very much. I think I don't have a lot to say, but permit me to express my appreciation to a few members here. One, there's a young man called Adeko in the Mulago. Adeko Morris. Is Adeko here? Adeko Morris. I didn't know that gentleman. But when we had the option to have this vicariate mass here, we were told there's one gentleman called Adeko Morris. This gentleman went up and down to make sure that we were comfortable and we were able to get all the services that we needed. So I we also have Mrs. Rose Anitema. Mrs. Rose Anitema. The management of Mulago Parish, especially the parish priest, and many of the priests here. We came, we looked like strangers, but eventually we found a home. They accepted us, they allowed us to have our mass here. Thank you very much, the management of Mulago Parish. My boss, the chairman of Arua Diocese Council, the late Charles Treasurer, you have led us away. You have guided us in where we would not have done some of the things right. You have provided guidance and advice. Thank you and keep us going. Very many may not understand what the vicariate masses do. The vicariate masses are essentially to unite our people in Arua Diocese who live in the diaspora. Today, as we pray as children of God, stretching from Ajumani to Moyo, to Yumbe, to Koboko, to Maracha, to Arua, to Jericho, to Mariopolo, to Vora, and we sit and we pray and sing together. That is the reason why why we have these prayers of the vicariate masses. Many at times think that we are sectarian. We are not. We are only embracing a bigger picture of what the church means. And that's why we celebrate this kind of masses. Allow me also to recognize our brother Ramadi Isaac. Dr. Ramadi Isaac comes from Arabia Vicariate. My brother Paul Dobe has been quite very instrumental in the Maracha arrangements. Dr. Rogers Aiko, kindly rise up and just wait for you. Dr. Aiko and Paul. There are so many I would have cited. So many I would have cited. But the house of God does not need selection. I think it's to embrace everybody. Fellow Christians, today gave me an opportunity to meet somebody I had met about 5 years ago. Because of this type of arrangements. And the person I think I needed to introduce him to you. Many of you could have had him by names, but I never had the opportunity to see him. Allow me to introduce to you Faustin Kiwa. Faustin Kiwa is the last name, second to the legendary foreign military legend was called Akiboa. The second Akiboa is the Faustin Kiwa, who is the Amicus. After here, we shall all move to the place in the spirit of sharing. Sharing is the Christian way of saying what? I love you. This was one of the most popular writings of 1984 in the Leadership magazine. It's changed our minds, and we have believed so much in it. Sharing is the Christian way of saying, I love you. So today, after dinner, a small match has organized a very small, something to write and something to bring. Whether it's the seeds of rice, we should be able to demonstrate that we are together. If you eat 10 seeds of rice, go in happiness. I will not have done justice if I don't introduce some of the members of my house. I came along with my wife, Judith in our Kenya. I know many of you would have wished to hear a Lugana name. But my wife is Judith in our Kenya. I also have children amidst the congregation. My children kindly rise up. Any other person, yes. My brother Aseda Bosco.
You are watching the Catholic Way TV network. Siwe, the Real Way TV.